Match day 1 of the Dialog Schools Rugby League comes about with favourites Royal College set to lock horns against underdogs Thurstan here at the Royal Complex. Well, we all know what Royal College are capable of at the Royal Complex, and they are set to take on Thurstan, who make the short trip across the road to the Royal Complex. Both teams had underwhelming starts to their knockout competition, but well, all of that is at the back as they look to take on the league head-on, as the two teams are eager to get off to a winning start. With all the junior games have been wrapped up, and now it's time for the big one, the first 15 encounter. The weather here at the Royal Complex looks hot and humid, partly cloudy, but a bit of wind blowing at the stadium. However, there's not too much in this quite an enclosed Royal College Sports Complex, with a high of 31 degrees expected to reach. Well, this is prime for running rugby, but well, we never know what Royal College will have up their sleeve. But having said that, I think Thurstan College too will no doubt look to surprise a few, as we see a few highlights from the past couple of games. Well, those were the finals of the Chairman's Trophy. The Premier Trophy was won by Anand College, beating St. Benedict's 25-10 at Havelock Park. And of course, the big one, the President's Trophy final. Well, we all know what the result of that was right here at the Royal Complex. Trinity College falling ever so slightly short against Isipatana. Isipatana, of course, playing their hearts out until the final moments, and this try sealed the deal for them. But well, that is all behind us now. It is the Dialog Schools Rugby League competition that is imminently about to kick off. But before that, let's have a look at the road to the final of the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockout Championship for 2025. Well, the coast was pretty much clear for St. Thomas's, Trinity College rather, beg your pardon, to make their way into the final. Isipatana, they did have a bit more tough encounters, having to face Royal and Wesley, but it was the two dominant teams that made their way into the final. And well, the result of that was that Isipatana College, the Green Machine, managed to secure a 12 points to 9 victory, as they ran away with the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockout competition. Second time in as many years. They made it look a bit difficult, but in the end they somehow managed to get the win. Royal College just going through their final warm-ups. Both teams seem to be at full strength and will no doubt be raring to go. First game of the season, the first game of the Schools Rugby League season, but they have played a couple of games. Royal, one or two more than Thurstan. Past winners of the Dialog Schools Rugby League Championship, well, sitting on top with 23 titles is Royal College. Trinity in second with 17. St. Peter's and Isipatana tie in third place with 16 titles each. St. Thomas's with 12. Zahira, Kingswood, St. Anthony's and Dharmaraja with 4, 3, 2 and 1 respectively, as there are quite a few teams who have not been able to get their hands on that coveted trophy, and they will all no doubt be eyeing to do so this time around, as a new season and a new opportunity for all of these schoolboy players. Before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with more stats on the other side.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කක සිට බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්කක බද්දේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තු මිසර විහිදේ හික්කක සිට බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හික්කක බද්දේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades to help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam, to provide healthy hydration for your whole home, and to nourish your growing family. With island-wide distribution, we've reached the homes and hearts of every Sri Lankan, ensuring healthy hydration for all, For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
Welcome back to this live telecast from the Royal College Sports Complex. Moments away from kickoff in this encounter. It's Royal College set to take on Thurstan College as the fans are slowly but surely filling in. As the fans fill in, the players are running through their final warm-ups. Will be eager to get on the paddock and hit the ground running. We all know what the home team is capable of, but they did not have the best of starts to the knockout competition, but that is all behind us, as the Thurstan College fans too are making their way into this ground. As I'm joined with Abdullah Yusuf in the commentary box. Abdullah, good to see you, good to have you here in the commentary box. What sort of game would you expect from the home team as they take on quite a new side in the likes of Thurstan College?
Yes, good afternoon, Romario, and good afternoon to all our viewers at home. Royal so far have had three pretty tight games leading up to this opening round of the knockout. Not many times has that happened before. So they will have some game time under their belts, as it were, and I think that will definitely benefit them during this game. Thurstan, on the other hand, it's just probably that one game in the pre-quarter final which they had, which didn't go too well in their case. So I think Royal will be primed to put in a really good performance up front today and get their league campaign off to a good start.
Indeed, they will no doubt be looking to get off the mark and get off the mark quickly against this Thurstan College side coached by Shamli Nawaz. And of course, we all know the coaching composition of the home team, Royal College. They have a new backs coach, Abdullah, the likes of Banuka Nanayakara, and of course former skipper Azmir Fajuddin returns for, yes, as we see the fixtures of today. Well, there are 4 games in this first day of the Dialog Schools Rugby League Week 1. It's Trinity against Sri Sumangala at Pallekale. St. Anthony is playing DS at Nittavala. Zahira taking on Dharmaraja, and of course this game Royal College playing host to Thurstan College. All scheduled to kick off in about 15 minutes time, Abdullah.
Yes, what a wonderful fixture list to have on the first day, and there's no doubt that all teams listed there will want to start the campaign off on a good note, isn't it? It's so very important to not just get the win, but to get a good positive performance in as well. And this is the timeline for this first round. It will commence today, and it will go on till the 6th of July before the top 2 teams of each of the 3 groups will progress to the second round, which will be from the 20th of July till the 10th of August. So it's a long, grueling tournament, isn't it, Romario? And it's important that coaches do manage their players well, give them enough game time, but at the same time, if there's an opportunity to give their bench a run, to look at that as well, because as the tournament progresses, injuries are likely to occur as well, and you'll definitely need to call on your bench.
Indeed, the squad depth is something that Royal College will no doubt be having, but the likes of Thurstan, well, not too sure how many players they have in their squad. However, I think all the coaches will no doubt be aiming to groom their players as the season goes on, but also play their best 15 teams. As the top 2 teams will of course go into the cup competition, the next 2 into the plate, and the final, and 2 more teams will go into the bowl competition. So plenty to play for these teams. because they have some sort of silverware even if they finish at any stage of this in their group competition, Abdullah.
Yes, there's everything to compete for in every single game. I think that's the important factor. And these are the three groups that is on display in this tournament. In Group A, defending champions St. Peter's, probably the most open group of the lot, isn't it, Romario? With DS Senenaika, Wesley College and Simon Science College can pose problems to each other. St. Anthony's and of course even Ananda, the Premier Trophy champions as well. So they will definitely have something to say on how this tournament eventually ranks itself. In Group B, Isipatan and St. Thomas's definitely the two favorites to make it out of that group into the COP segment, followed by Zahira, Dharmaraja, Kingswood and Mahanama. And of course Group C, which today's two teams, Royal and Thurstan, are in, which will also include Trinity Vidyartha, St. Joseph's and Sri Sumangala.
Two tight groups with one a bit more open than we would be hoping for, but I think as you rightly said, Abdullah, there is plenty to play for wherever you finish on the table, and I think that is a good incentive to have, because playing dead rubber games, they just don't mean anything.
Yes, and especially at this level, it's about giving the kids the opportunity, isn't it, to experience competitive rugby. Just because you go up against teams who are probably sometimes physically superior, could be a struggle for some teams, but even if they don't come up well against them, they'll be able to compete against teams of similar standards and yet have something to aspire to, which is very encouraging indeed.
We are moments away from kickoff, about 10-15 minutes, but before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back on the other side.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස බැය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ, රස lemon රසයේ, ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chill when lemon.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit, never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
That was summer refresh when the train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
පවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Royal College have made their way back into the sheds as they prepare to come out. Thurstan, on the other hand, are just running through their final phases of attack in their game plan, trying to just fix a few things. But I'm sure they too will be no doubt ready to take on Royal College as the fans are filling in on a Friday evening here at Colombo. And well, we all know what is at stake for all of these boys. They will no doubt want to put on a show as the dignitaries
So that's the Thurstan team going in to the dressing room to get on their official match kit. It's quite sunny here, Romario, but the humidity level isn't that stark, so I think both teams should enjoy the conditions, nice and dry. Both teams will look to try and run the ball as much as possible.
The teams are getting ready as we see the Thurstan College team card. Abdullah, Dasun, Vinuka, Tarusha in the front rows, Dylan, Amita in the second row with Ruchira, Jayatu and Sitija in the third row. Esida and Akisha will be at the halfback combination with Tikshana and Abdullah in the centers with Sally, Hansa and Vidusha rounding off the run-on 15 for the visitors. Senerat, Veerasinghe, Munasinghe, Sarusha, Colin, Tilakaratna, Anvaratna, Sally, Rajapaksha and Geethma will be the replacements for the Thurstan College team in their first game of this Dialog Schools Rugby League season. And for Royal, of course, Abdullah, if you can take us through this.
Yes, so the front row will be Akira Yatawara, Imtiaz Nazir, and Situmina will form the front row. Nazir Hanifa and Metuka Vikramaratna will form the second rows. Aman and Senuja will be the two flankers along with Disas Patirana at 8. Shahid Mohideen will be the number 9, and its Royal will breathe a sigh of relief to have their vice captain Idris Farooq back after that concussion he had undergone in that semi-final against Isipatana. Dinuka Pereira will man the left wing with Hiruka Jayanidu and Ishen Hiran in the centers, and Samit Nimanka will be the other wing three-quarter, and fullback will be Ishen Hiran. So the replacements will be Mohammed, Mausuf, Mudankotua, Fernando, Samara Singha, Amra Singha, Vijay Ratna, Senvi Ratna, Dharma Ratna, and Patirana. So it's interesting that that lineup for Royal is Nit Romare. A lot of changes. Kept skipper Samara Singha and Patirana, fullback on the bench. It's got a real experimental look to it, especially amongst the forwards. So it's interesting to see how Dushant Luke is looking to approach this game. Probably try and bring on those fresh legs in the second half to make an impact.
I think as well as making an impact, he would be hoping to give a few youngsters the opportunity to just groom them, as it is quite a long season, and well, all of these players are just one injury away from missing the whole competition, even if it's a serious injury, but hopefully there would not be too many of those. But yes, Abdullah, quite an experimental team by the Royal College team, hoping to get the job done over Thurstan College.
Yes, I think it's going to be critical that they get a good win and also a decent performance in as well. Thurstan, on their part, have shown a bit of signs of improvement in that first pre-quarter final that they played. They did come unstuck, but put in quite a plucky performance. It was a real baptism of fire for them in A Division Rugby last year around. I'm sure the experiences they would have accumulated from that will hold most of those players who were part of that outfit in good stead for this year. It's a weekday here at the racecourse, so people yet trickling in to the Royal College Sports Complex.
Not as packed as you would like to see the Royal Complex, of course, but having said that, it is filling in slowly but surely. The teams are yet to head out of the tunnel with about 4 minutes left to kick off. It will be Thurstan College set to take on Royal College. The Royalists, of course, are the home team, and they will no doubt be wanting to get off the mark and get off the mark fast. Royal College, they did have a good second half showing against Isipatana in that knockout game, Abdullah, but unfortunately just they let Isipatana get too ahead in that first half and they were unable to catch up.
Yeah, that's right. They started off really slow and paid the price for that in the end, falling just short in the final analysis, something that they'll need to keep in mind as the season progresses. So just waiting the referees to take the field. Both teams lined up in the tunnel. We were informed, isn't it, Romano, that there's an interesting addition to today's match playing conditions with regard to the reviewing of a referee's call. He could do it himself. Would you be able to just elaborate a bit on that?
Yeah, I think like in the Rugby that they had, I think a couple of years ago or even last year, the screen is right in front of the posts on the left hand side, looking at it from the commentary box end, and the referee, if he thinks he needs to go and have a check about some decisions. Well, he has the luxury of having a replay, having a second look at it, and then they can make their decisions. Yes, and now we see them making their way out, the sub-officials. Still the teams lined up inside the tunnel. No doubt that will be a good inclusion, Abdullah, because usually the referee does not have a second opportunity of viewing things, but now with this inclusion, with this addition, I think they will, if they are uncertain about something, they can just go and have a look at it.
Yes, a pragmatic move by the referees society, the consultation with the Papare crew as well. So it shows the importance of having a good broadcast partner in your midst, isn't it, Romario, to provide those kind of facilities. It's not an easy task getting those camera angles right.
Indeed. Well, that is something that we will have to work with. But having said that, I think even with the angles that we have, I think we will be able to make something out of it as the two teams make their way out into the center of the field. Royal College led out by their number 11, Samarasinghe. Charni Lienege, of course, will have the duty of officiating this game alongside her assistants Ravin Alexander, able assistant of Ravin Alexander and Rasika Veerasekara, rather, beg your pardon, as the fireworks go off. Thurstan College just making a short trip to the Royal Complex for this game. Sure, it will be quite a long afternoon here.
Yes, I'm sure Royal will want to make that to be the case. Neighbors always enjoy playing against each other, isn't it, Romario? Always brings the best and worst in each other. Last year's encounter was played at the Sugardasa Stadium, if memory serves me right, and Royal almost notched up a century of points in that game with, I think it was Didula Jayasuriya, who had a field day with around 6 tries, if I'm not mistaken. But I think from that point onwards, Thurstan have made some good progress from what I've heard. I will no doubt want to put in a good performance today against the Royal team that you'd have to say is still very much looking to find its best combination.
Getting off on the right foot will be paramount in this game. By the looks of it, it is Thurstan College who will have first release of the pill. Royal College lining up to receive the kickoff. The Dialog Schools Rugby League returns, and it returns in style here at the Royal Complex as the fly half puts boot to ball and kicks this game off, collected by the Royal College winger, but set up through his big forward. Well, if we did expect something, that was Royal to play with their forwards, but after one face, the kicker doesn't have the option of going out on the full, and gracefully collected by the fullback Hansa. Now through the hands they go. Here goes the number 9, step in, weave in. Unfortunately, the ball has been left behind by Akisha. Good start to this game by Thurstan, but their hands just letting them down.
Yes, Royal just need to be a bit more accurate with regard to their defense. I think it was Pereira just missing that first tackle, very nearly putting his team under a lot of pressure, but ball handling letting Thurstan down. So Mohideen with the feed. First scrum of the game. Clean strike. Ball fed out to Farooq. Gets the ball out to his centers. Nice, wonderful run from number 14, Didula Jayasuriya. Puts the first finishing touches from that right wing. And dare I say, he's started off from where he left off in that game at Sugardasa Stadium last year, Romario, with the first scrum. And from that first phase move, Didula Jayasuriya from that left wing came storming into the line. Wonderful pace. Had that Thurstan line back trotting. Stood up the fullback brilliantly and went round him. Wonderful bit of skill by the Royal right winger to help his team draw first blood.
First Amana Bank try for Royal College comes inside 2 minutes. Unfortunately though, the conversion goes astray, hits the crossbar by Farooq, that is. However, Royal College draws first blood. Early Amana Bank try by their winger come fullback Didula Jayasuriya. Today is in the 14 jumper but playing at fullback, listed at fullback. And boy oh boy, what a start. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Okay.
Sita puts in a similar restart collected by the Royal College player as they set things through their forwards, Royal College. Now to the line. Boot to ball is the way he goes, does Idris Farooq, and he finds good real estate. The ball bounces and makes its way into touch.
Yes, very well executed exit by Royal, and Idris finding just the perfect angle and space to ensure that play is driven almost towards the 22. It's a good positive start here by Royal. Thurstan just need to try and get their hands on the ball. Just keep it tight, create a bit of phases. First line out of the game.
Karan Naik disrupted by the Royal College number 5 Vikram Ratna, and the looks of it, it has been turned over. Now Royal College through their big number 8 Disas Patirana. Royal keeping the ball in their hands, sending it through. Here goes the try scorer. He will dot down his second Amana Bank try, and easy does it for the home team. Royal College runs around there on the edge and scores their second Amana Bank try, Abdullah.
Yes, well, Didula Jayasuriya, once again, that kind of space, it's going to be very hard to stop him. He's really good by the Royal three quarters as well. Running straight and hard, drawing the man and passing. And Jayasuriya had his left wing Nimanka outside as well, but did not require him. So Royal off to a flying start here. 2 tries within the first 5 minutes. Conversion to come by Farooq. Strikes it well. Unfortunately, just goes across the upright. So score will remain 10 points to 0. Good positive start here by Royal.
Making easy work of this Thurstan College team are the Royalists. Well, we all know what they are capable of. As we have another look at that replay. Jayanidu playing in at the first receiver role with his fellow centre Hiran, setting up Jayasuriya. Didula Jayasuriya, well, pins his ears back and goes over for his second Amana Bank try. Third kickoff restart in 5 minutes. This time a bit too long. trying a bit too hard to pin his opponents in their 22 was Veeraratna. However, error sneaks in.
Yes, well, whatever Thurstan seemed to be trying just isn't working for them. Had the opportunity to get some position their favor with that line out, but Royal did well to steal that. And now they have just given Royal a wonderful attacking opportunity. Centre field, centre scrum. Ball fed in by Mohideen. Spreads the ball out to that left flank, wrap around. And just went right cross field. That you'd have to say was pretty lateral and pretty poor by the Royal three-quarters. Not heading anywhere with that wraparound move. No one exactly straightened the line. So Thurstan defense did well, stood their ground, drifted across and just bundled Royals right wing three-quarter Pereira into touch.
Karan Nagoda throws in to the liner. This time as well disrupted, but a little bit of a knock-on by the Royal College jumper. Advantage has been called over. Now Didula from fullback shows, beats a couple, draws a couple, gives it away to his wing three-quarter. Well, in fact, that's Idris Farooq on the wing. Now Pathiran takes a couple of defenders with him. Mohideen through the hands. Here goes Royal. Shows, goes, beats the first line of defense. Is their centre, beating quite a few. And the referee has an advantage out as well. Here goes Royal College through their number 22. That's Pereira going in for their third Amana bag try. Royal College running away with it inside 10 minutes of this game here at the complex.
Yes, some good quick ruck ball, not letting the Thurstan defense settle at all. And Royal three-quarters looking very sleek today. And it's Pereira who puts the finishing touches. This is good by Royal. They are taking the game to Thurstan by using their pace out wide, which is encouraging to see. So Idris Farooq with the conversion. Probably the easiest kick he's got off the three. And makes no mistake this time, so it's 17 points to nil to Royal. They're off to a flying start, Romario. I think you could say that is an understatement.
Looking at your opponents, well, Royal College are making easy work out of them as time has been switched off by the referee. Now it's Hansa Hapuarachi. Well, in fact, all throughout it has been Hansa Hapuarachi who had taken the kickoffs. And you can clearly see, Abdullah, that Royal College wants to keep as much as possible the ball in their hands. They don't want to kick things away, but as I say that, Farooq drops into the pocket, kicks it straight down the middle. But the referee says that there is a player who has been ahead of the kicker, was it?
Yes, in front of the kicker is the call. So it looks like something that we saw in the knockouts as well. Referees are going to clamp down on that, so teams will need to keep that in mind and adjust. It's Esita Veeraratna finds touch, takes play into the 22.
First time Thurstan go into their 22, Abdullah.
Yeah, they've just got to win this line out. Try and hold on to possession. So far, they've just not been able to do that. Here's a great opportunity for them. Vinuka with the throw in. Misses, but ball goes in to one of the other Thurstan players' hands. Unfortunately, he's knocked it on and position has been turned over. And Royal deciding to just clear their lines, but that's a pretty poor kick, you'd have to say. Now Thurstan on the move. And this is good by Thurstan. It's their number 14, Abdullah Rahman. Referee has her hands out for an advantage. So Royal defense under a bit of stress. Chip ahead. And a bit of hesitation in the Royal ranks. Very good follow-up by Thurstan. He can go along the fringes. This is good for by Thurstan. He can go along the fringes again. Royal defense hanging in there. This time Royal defense standing strong. But Thurstan have done well to retain possession. And once again, referee has her hands out for an advantage. So Thurstan got a free run here. Going for that cross kick. Very nearly finding the right wing, but nonetheless, referee will come back for the advantage she was playing.
Get back.
This is very good by Thurstan. We're just speaking about the importance of holding on to possession for a while, isn't it, Romario? And that's exactly what Thurstan did on that occasion. Just coming back to Royal, they find themselves in this position due to a pretty ordinary clearance kick. Needed to find touch from that situation, but went right into the fullback's hands, and Thurstan counter-attacked brilliantly. Showed good patience.
That was a good cross kick there, Abdullah. Just that the winger, he was inside the line and not out. If he had run onto the ball, I think he would have had a chance, but here goes Thurstan.
Thurstan holding them up, but Thurstan just a few meters away. This is good by Thurstan, really testing the Royal defense, and they have scored. So Thurstan strike back with a try. Courtesy their hooker, Vinuka Veerasekara. Sorry, Kanna.
Vinuka is the try scorer for Thurstan College, and their first try of this game, first Amana Bank try.
So Vinuka Karannaika, I believe. Really good body position, you'd have to say, by the Thurstan lads. Managing to draw first blood for them. And I think that'll definitely help settle their nerves.
30 seconds.
Thurstan faithful on their feet, clapping their team forward. And well, they'll be elated with that try. And the conversion too is successful by their winger in the number 11 jumper, that was Akisha. Made no mistake from beside the left upright. So Thurstan College with their first try adds the extras, and we have 17 points to 7 with Farouk looking to take the restart. Abdullah, I think everything stemmed from that bad clearance, and Royal were made to pay.
Yes. And now Idris has just followed in the footsteps of what the Thurstan kicker did at the previous restart by kicking it out on the full. And now Thurstan with an opportunity to try and launch an attack. Scrum on the halfway mark.
I think their backs have looked good with the ball in hand up the Leather Thurstan back line. And now it's prime attack in centre field scrum for Thurstan College. Both sides of the field to work with.
So Thurstan trying to run the line, but Royal defense standing strong. It's good by Thurstan, holding on to position. Royal trying to create a bit of trouble at the breakdown, but Thurstan do well to hold on to position. Attacking along the fringes. Once again, attacking along the fringes. Slow and painful stuff, but Thurstan have done well. Now eventually spreading it out wide, going cross field, but well read by Royal, but a good chase by Thurstan, you'd have to say. It's a good counter ruck by Thurstan, unfortunately not staying on their feet. Royal take a quick tap. Mohideen passes the ball out wide. And Didula once again, beautifully done. Pereira, fortunately, needed to step inside. Really needed to step inside. He had nowhere to go with the touchline. But Thurstan defense did well to use the touchline to their good effect, and negate that attack by Royal. Have a look at that once again. Good by it was Royal's number 12, Jayanidu. Straightened and passed well, but Pereira needed to cut in instead of trying to run round his man, because there was hardly any room along that touchline.
Royal College, their back line too looks quite positive when they have a ball in hand. They're able to spark something out of nothing, but now Thurstan, Vinuka, this time around, first line out secured successfully. Now through the hands they go. Looking for the offload was Theekshana. However, he was bundled up well. Quick short pass. Advantage coming for Thurstan. And kick comes, but the referee goes back for the advantage. Says that there was a high tackle with a smile on her face.
So an opportunity for Thurstan to get out of their 22. Doesn't find touch. Once again, Royal defense just, or rather it was a bit of indiscipline. Player was collected that ball from an offside position.
The ball was lost forward by the Royal College player, and his teammates a bit too eager, over eager rather. Just wanted to get their hands on the loose ball that was on the floor. Unfortunately though, he was in an offside position from where they kicked, where he knocked it on, and hence pays the price. Now Vinuka preparing to throw into a full 8-man line out. But before that, there seems to be a bit of an injury for a Thurstan College player. And well, he doesn't look to be in good condition.
Well, after that initial blitz by Royal, where they scored 3 tries within the first 9 minutes, from then on, Thurstan have inch themselves back into the game. And they have done well. Royal have made a few unforced errors and have brought a bit of pressure on themselves.
Vinuka preparing to throw into the line out. This time around as well, hits his target. A bit scrappy, however, the maul has been formed. Dilin was the player who rose highest and collected the line out to throw in. Now, the big forwards trying to make a bit of headway. Isolated opportunity for Royal. However, just a bit over eager by the looks of it. The referee says that the tackler did not release before he went into the jackal position to try and turn over the pill. Again Abdullah. Thurstan College building on from the couple of penalties they have received, and now they are inside their opponent's red zone.
Yeah, that's right. Now Royal find themselves under pressure. Thurstan have clawed themselves back into the game. Not just talk in terms of the scoreboard, but in terms of territory and possession as well.
Vinuka hits his man at the front. This time it was the number 4. Maul set up. Shove coming in, but the point of attack has changed. Thurstan College somehow managed to bring the ball down to the floor. Now they are big forwards, trying to make a headway, trying to get a meter, trying to get 2 meters. They are pushed back, however. Royal College are meeting fire with fire. Now to the line they go. This time around, the kick charged down. An opportunity for the chaser, but the referee says that there was an offside player there. And, well, decision time. 3 points or to the line out. Would you go, Abdullah?
I think they just got to try and go for the points, isn't it? Romario have Royal on the back foot.
It's all about their returns from when they come into the 22. Well, they will all prove us wrong if they score from this. But Thurstan College puts the ball into touch.
Yes, I'm always the person to go for the points, Romario, but also I think the angle of the kick could be a little bit difficult, or it could become a 50-50 kick. It's not an under the post penalty as such, so I'm sure Thurstan would take their chances. Miss line out, and Royal have managed to collect that, and Patirana takes the ball up. Mohideen from the base. That's a really good kick by the Royal scrum half. Found plenty of grass. And a good chase as well. And Pereira puts the finishing touches. And that's a dagger through the heart of the Thurstan team, you'd have to say. From one end of the field to the other. Royal have just scored their 4th try. And Thurstan will be desperately disappointed with how that turned out, Romario.
Well, Royal College go coast to coast and score their 4th Amana Bank try. Great chase by the 2 players there. The saying goes as a kick is only as good as his chase. And the Thurstan College 15 fumbled and gracefully collected by the Royal College player. In the number 22 jumper was Pereira, who latched on to the offload from the floor, put on a step and finished it off. Well, the conversion goes astray by Idris Farooq, but Royal College sit in pretty with 22 points on the board.
Yes, a feature of that also was Mohideen's wonderful kick from the base, isn't it? Got distance as well as identified the space as well. Put the Thurstan fullback Hansa Hapuarachi under a lot of pressure.
He was caught out as well because he was in the line hoping to attack, and the end-on-end kick just beat him. And well, Royal College make their opponents pay. Now taken back into the 22, but quite a bit of a fumble there by the Royal College first 5-8. However, Mohideen to the line. Here goes Royal College from inside their own half, trying to make something out of nothing. The back line, swinging the ball wide. Held up, but they somehow wriggle their way back to the floor. Royal College hot on attack. Right in front of their coach. Did they successfully recycle the ball? Mohideen to the line. Backdoor pass. Here goes the Royal College three-quarters. Now through the hands. A number on the outside. Tackle was somehow made, but an advantage is coming for Royal College. That was Rana Singh who wriggled his way through a couple of tackles. Farooq through the hands. Didula Jayasuriya tries to show and go, but this time he is well marshalled. Royal College have made plenty of headway, and Thurstan College infringe with a hand in the ruck.
So that was actually a very good choice by Didula not to pass. I think his winger Pereira did not have any space out wide, so he took it into contact to create another phase. An extra option which Coach Dushan Kluke will be happy to come out of this game. Looking at Didula as a fullback option. Of course, experienced Yuan Patirana is there as well, so it's just a matter of giving yourself options as this season progresses. You never know when those could come in useful later on. So it's a 5-meter line out for Royal, 5 meters away from the try line.
First 28 minutes of the game have been dominated by Royal, apart from that 5-6 minutes where they were under the cosh. But just unfortunate were the visitors who did not manage to add the extra points, and straight away they were put under pressure again.
Yes, a nice line out, but well sacked by Thurstan. So Royal is trying to attack along the fringes. Good strong run. And that's a try. A good strong run by Royal's Situmina. Key ball carrier for Royal. Going over for Royal's 5th try. That was a very well executed sack, you'd have to say, by Thurstan, but Royal from then on just using their guile to good effect. And Situmina running a very hard straight line, barging over for Royal's 5th try.
5th Amana Bank try coming up for Royal College, and the Thurstan defenders, Abdullah, they've just napped in and caught on their heels. They did not go up into making that tackle, and hence pays the price. 29 points to 7. A minute rather for Royal College. As we see the replay there, you can see the defenders, just one man going into that tackle as well. And of course that's the fly half. Don't expect him to make too many tackles.
Yes, you don't make Won't be too many fly halves willingly going against the opposite team's best ball carrier. No difference on that occasion as far as Esitavira Ratna is concerned. So Farooq makes no mistake with the conversion. It's 29 points to 7.
Hanser trying to be a bit cheeky on that occasion, but just not getting the bounce of the ball going his way, as the kick did not travel 10 meters, and the referee calls back play. Half hour mark. Royal College in a comfortable 22-point advantage. Feeding the scrum is Mohideen. Now he goes to his left hand side. Farooq spots space, tries to go for that 50-22, but by the looks of it he has overcooked it, and the ball goes directly out on the full. Mistakes creeping in time and time again for this Royal team, and I think the first try also was scored off a mistake. Well, the other teams will no doubt be taking notes of these things. Abdullah Vinuka hits his target. Broken away from the maul and set up now. Vinuka plays halfback, deputizers. Long pass bubbles into the hands of his opponent as Chainidu, we beg your pardon, that's Pereira, who goes over for yet another Amana Bank try. And now Royal College are just toying with their opponents. Horrible pass there by the fly half, Esitha for Thurstan College, but well, it was well read by Pereira in the number 22 jumper, and he somehow collected it and had enough gas to go over, as the conversion too is successful. We see the replay, Abdullah.
Yes, again, just threw it with no quite wondering what exactly the objective was. And you can see even the way the pass was thrown, the technique was very poor, just lobbed in the air. The oncoming Royal defense, it's always going to be very difficult to find a man from that situation. And Pereira just intercepted, held his ground, used his pace to good effect to go for his second try. So the Royal outside backs have had a field day thus far. Thurstan, just for those 5 to 6 minutes in the middle of this first half, had an opportunity, but missed line out, just changed things around completely.
I think they'll be thoroughly disappointed with how things have gone. Thurstan College, they did have a couple of opportunities to get on the board and extend their lead. However, it all slipped through their hands. Nazir to the tail of the line out. Here goes Patirana with an advantage. Royal College hot on attack. Now through the hands, bounce pass there by Jainidu, but well collected by his fellow try scorer Pereira. Royal College. Oh dear me. Unfortunately, drops it cold did Situmina. As by the looks of it, the referee has called for half time. Yes indeed. So 35 minutes up on the clock here at the Royal Complex, and it is the home team who comfortably sit in with a massive advantage. 36 points to 7 reads the scoreboard. Royal College just running away with the game. Right away the first half. 36 points to 7. Here's the confirmation. Royal College sitting pretty in the driver's seat. We will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with highlights and second half action on the other side.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කකසිත බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්ටක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself, so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
German engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කකසිත බැන්දා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ හික්ටක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
හරි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක. බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
හරි.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Complex as we await the commencement of the second half between Royal and Thurstan. Royal going into half-time with a comfortable lead, 36 points to 7. And Thurstan definitely have their work cut out as we have a look at how things panned out in that first half. Vidula Jayasuriya having a field day, wonderful try. Playing at full-back today. One feature of that first half was the performance of the Royal College three-quarters. Jayasuriya with a brace at the start. And another Dinuk Pereira also having an outstanding first half. Farooq had a bit of a mixed day with his mixed first half as far as his kicking is concerned. There was those few moments in the middle of that first half where Thurstan seemed to have got a bit of momentum, but then a missed line out and this well executed box kicks by Mohideen and wonderful chase enabling to halt whatever momentum Thurstan had their way, and Pereira going in for his second try. And then on before half-time whistle, Situmina using his bulk to good effect to go over, and Farooq putting the finishing touches. And then it was Pereira once again who took that intercept try to to go over for his hat trick. And that's how that half ended. Royal pretty much dominating proceedings as Idris Farooq gets ready to start the second half.
Deep kick-off in this second half into the 22, knocked on straight away. Royal College on the attack. Unfortunately though, his hands are letting him down. Did everything right there, did that Royal College player. By the looks of it, that's number 7, was it Abdullah? Did everything right there, apart from just trying to place the ball. Here you see the replay, Abdullah.
Yes, just try to identify whom it was. Yes, I think it was Rana Singha, Royal's open side flanker. A good chase, unfortunately. Losing the ball once he hit the deck.
Set. Steady.
So
Number 8.
Royal will come back for the advantage they had amongst themselves. Altaf Aman taking the ball up, Royal Blythe's head flanker. And that's a wonderful bit of work by the Thurstan Finch, but referee adjudicated that he did not release the tackler, and Royal taking a quick tap. It's Disas Patirana who goes over for the first score of this second half. Just thought that Thurstan had done enough to turn that over, but the referee adjudicating that there was no clear release and awarding the penalty. And Royal, like they have done throughout this game, just trying to play the game in an up-tempo fashion, taking the quick tap, and Disas Patirana going over for another Royal Amana Bank try. Conversion successful by Idris Farooq. So it's 43 points to 7.
Captain.
Patirana taking the quick tap. Thurstan just not making those tackles. Patirana comfortably going over for Royal 7th try.
Makes it look so easy, does Disas Patirana. Amana Bank try number 1 in this second half. And well, Royal are well and truly back on their way. Hansa is what he has been doing pretty much in that first half. This time around the kick falls a bit short, but played at by Royal College. Ball comes out now to their big forwards. It's Yatavara, the big number 1. Farooq spots some space, puts it over the head of Hansa, but the referee calls back play. Too eager, over eager are the chasers. And Royal College concede another penalty.
Yes, I think the Royal coaching staff will be disappointed with that penalty. They had been pulled up for that offence before, not waiting to be put on side. It's a chance for Thurstan to get back into Royal's half, and Esita Veeraratna drives play into the 22. Thurston's line out just hasn't functioned well today at all. So they're hoping that they'll be able to get some good clean line out ball from this situation. This time they do well. Very well collected by Dilleen. So Thurstan going crossfield. Farooq collects, but the referee had her hand up for a penalty. Advantage. Collapsing the maul, it seems to be the call.
Okay, good.
So another opportunity for Thurstan. Veeraratne once again puts it into touch as we have a look at that replay. Thurstan got a bit of momentum.
A bit late there of Royal College in sacking that maul. But now they have a second bite at the cherry. This time around though the referee penalizes the player Hooker for not throwing the line out in straight. There was no contest, but I think it was a bit too crooked to let it go. Would have been the call by the referee.
Well, I'm not too sure if there's anything called too crooked, Romario. It's not contested. Play on is the call. So it was an interesting call indeed.
I think she did mention that it was caught from the opposite side of the body. They do give a bit of a margin, but not so much. However, that's that. Now Pathirana gives it out to his flanker in the number 6 jumper. That was Aman. Royal College through their big forwards. Here goes the try scorer Situmina. Takes a couple of defenders to bring him down. Mohideen through the hands. No, he does not pass. Did Jainidu. Takes it into contact. And the penalty has been conceded. Good bit of play there by the Thurstan College defenders. Got into a strong position, and Jainidu, well, he pays the price for not passing the ball.
Yes, he needed to stay on his feet a touch longer before going to the deck to give his players supporting him enough time to get to that breakdown. You could argue whether there was a clear release, but one of those 50-50 calls that went in favor of the defending team, and this time Thurstan have decided to take the points that are on offer.
Akisha Pushpakumara is the player in charge of kicks. Well, he makes no mistake from pretty much in front. Over the black dot goes the penalty as Thurstan College moves into double figures. 43 points to 10. Still trailing by a massive margin. Now Farooq. Preparing his chasers. Puts it high. Just outside, no, well, in fact, inside the 22. Well, the ball on first viewing, I thought it bounced backwards, but well, just under the nose of the referee, and wouldn't get her missing that. So yet again, another attack in possession inside the 22 meter. Royal feeding into the scrum. Mohideen.
Set, steady.
All their back line players are on the right hand side. Pathirana gives it out to Mohideen. 3 men run in straight, hard and parallelly. Brought to the floor, that was Hiran. Now Pathirana swings a long wide pass. Pereira tried to beat his defender, but penalty has been considered. Now Pathirana goes, gets the offload away. Mohideen through the hands, but well marshalled was Yatavara. Now he's dumped to the floor. Mohideen. Backdoor pass, no. Here goes Situmina, and will he go over for his second Amana Bank try by the looks of it? Well, he's just short a couple of meters. Now it's just a matter of time. Farooq, well, he had the opportunity, but gifted it to Jayasundara, was it? Jayasurya Didula, as he goes over for his third Amana bag try. Hat-trick completed as Royal College breach the 50-point mark.
Yes, you said Idris gifting Jayasuriya a try. Don't think he needed any more gifts. He's had already 2 before that today. But Royal once again just pouncing on loose ball by Thurstan. And Jayasuriya just falling over without much trouble. Started off with Patrina taking that quick tap. And Royal recycling position well. Farooq with the conversion attempt. Goes across the post. So score will remain 48 points to 10.
24. Captain.
Royal College making easy work out of Thurstan.
Captain.
About
Second time, yellow card. Okay?
25 minutes left on the clock. Unfortunately, we are just unable to hear the referee on that occasion. Still waiting for the pill though to restart proceedings. Hansa lining it up, puts it in just outside the 22-meter mark. Here goes the Royal College players, hot on attack, red hot. Just losing, just unable to control the ball on that occasion were the Royal College attackers.
Number 4.
Beg your pardon for the language. Here's a replay. Dropped it short, but the Royal College player Jayanidu that was just lost control of the ball on the floor. Thurstan College trying to regroup, trying to strike back. Well, if they are to disturb or ruffle the feathers of Royal, they will have to strike back and strike back soon.
Coach. Bye. Set.
Now, feed in the scrum is the nippy number 9 for Thurstan College. Gives it out to his fly half. Through the hands they go. Beats one. But tackle has been made successfully. Now the big forwards. Ruchira that was. Picking and going. Massive defense coming in by Royal College as they shunt the attacker. Put him on his backside there. Thurstan College still from about 40 meters out of their try line. They're playing pick and go. Thurstan College now receive an advantage. With the call of use it, does the big forward. Now to the line they go. To his favorite option goes the fly half with the cross field kick, Esitha. But he has an advantage and the referee will bring play back for that advantage. Says that Yatavara was a bit too high with his contact.
This is always pretty tough, isn't it, Romario? Try to go low. And touch has been missed. Jayasuriya trying to launch a counter-attack from his own 22. Mohideen gets the ball out. Or have an advantage in their favor, spreading the ball out wide. It's a wonderful dummy. Royal quick recycle ball. Once again, advantage is the call for Royal. Mohideen getting the ball out. This is good by Royal. Jayasuriya breaks one tackle, breaks another, and goes over for his fifth try. Is it? Or fourth? Nonetheless, it's another Amana Bank try for Royal. And the fourth try for Didula Jayasuriya. So in 2 games against Thurstan, he's already notched up to 10 tries, Romario. He's had a field day in his newfound position at fullback.
What a stat to have by the youngster. Well, he's making his opponents look like amateurs. Farooq is the one who started it all. And his fellow fullback made no mistake. Spotted the gap, stepped on the accelerator, and there was pretty much no stopping him from then on. Here you go, here's the replay. Mohideen gave it out to him as he showed, ran through 2 defenders who were just not there.
Yes, I thought Mohideen's distribution today has been really good as well, Romario. He's got quick recycle ball to his 3 quarters, given them enough time to get it out to their wing 3 quarters.
I think Abdullah, as much as he has done well, it's also the fact that he gets quick ball helps his cause. Massive tackle coming in there, but Royal College somehow recycle. Terrible play there by Vinuka, just killing the ball, but thankfully it emerged out. Now Jayasuriya stepping on the accelerator this time though. He is brought down. Now Patirana gets the offload away. Here goes Pereira, and he will go over for yet another Amana Bank try. Makes it look so easy, and well, they do breach 50, and now they do end on 60 with a conversion to come.
Yes, the Royal 3 quarters once again looking really sharp. Dinuka Pereira's 4th Amana Bank try, or is it 5th? Losing count, isn't it, Romario? We'll try and sort those exact numbers out, but nonetheless, Royal 3 quarters having a field day here today at the complex. And Idris Farooq makes no mistake with the conversion. So it's 62 points to 10. The Thurstan defense just falling off tackles. And Pereira just some wonderful footwork, making it extremely difficult for the Thurstan defenders to do anything about it. And Farooq makes no mistake with one of the easier kicks he's had today evening.
38 points to a century. Well, they have about 20 minutes, do Royal, to get there. And now Thurstan College have been penalized for time wasting. Well, you don't see that too often, do you? You only see a goalkeeper getting yellow carded for doing that. But here goes Royal through the try scorer, beating a couple of players. He's ragdogged to the floor. Now the ball has been turned over. Thurstan College gives it to some of their big forwards, but well, they have been schooled here at the Royal Complex.
Get back.
From inside the 22 were they? Yeah, they were, as the ball has been kicked out on the full, and Royal will have to build again from their 40-meter mark. Sidja wasn't too happy with something, but Royal College through Patirana. Now Mohideen, Farooq through the hands. Here goes in the number 13-14 jumper. Other Royal three quarters, making their opponents look like schoolboys. Mohideen. Through the back door, Farooq through the hands. This has Patirana, gives it to the try scorer Pereira. He tries to run on the outside, but he's brought to the floor. Nazir, the big hooker, trying to barge his way forward. Mohideen through the blind side. This has Patirana. The touch judge's flag comes out. Here goes Royal College, still hot on attack. Turnover is successful, however, there wasn't an advantage as the referee was playing one. Ravin Alexander.
Captain!
Having his say, says that it's a penalty only.
High tackle. Next time yellow card, okay?
Yeah, good communication by the assistant referee, Ravin Alexander, very clearly communicating that it was just a high tackle. Not dangerous, so no necessity of showing a card. Good common sense applied by the match officials there.
Thurstan number 15. Thurstan number 15.
So the only thing that's been missing from this Royal performance thus far is a driving maul, Romario. Could we see that now? That's a replay of that penalty. Nothing in it.
Here goes Royal College. Nazir throws in to the line out. Hits his man at the middle. Now the maul comes in. Here's what you were asking for, Abdullah. In with the ball at the tail is that big number 3 Mohammed. Breaks away. Now Mohideen. Nothing really on from that maul as they go through the hands. One center, dummy into his other. Jayasuriya this time, he gives it out. And it's Nimanka who dots down for Royal College. Yet another Amana Bank try. And, well, Amana Bank is surely getting their money's worth.
Yes, well, Nimanka will probably be pretty happy that he's managed to get himself onto the score sheet because his back three partners have had a field day in terms of crossing the goal line, but not him. So he'll be pretty pleased that he's managed to get one against his name. And another Amana Bank try for Royal, further extending this lead. Running against a very tired-looking Thurstan defensive line now, Romario. They've really been tested today and just haven't been found wanting. Idris Farooq with the conversion attempt. Strikes it well, and a corner flag conversion brings the score up further as we have a look at that try once again. Thurstan just committing too many numbers to that breakdown, leaving ample space out wide. And Idris Farooq with the final play from him in this game finishes off his day in style with a wonderful conversion. So still with about 14 minutes to go, Royal 69 points to 10.
Royal College, well, he couldn't have asked for a more easier start to their campaign, but having said that, they have done extremely well in executing, as Jainidu takes the ball into contact. Now an advantage is coming their way. Royal College, Moideen through the back door. Farooq to Didula Jayasuriya, draws a couple, gives it out to Pereira. He bumps off his opposite number. The advantage has been called over by the referee. Royal College still making headway. Oh boy, just leaving it behind did Royal. The referee tried to play an advantage, but nothing was really coming off that, as Thurstan dropped it forward as themselves.
Royal captain, Thurstan captain.
The referee wants to have a word with the two captains.
Game में continue करने ना. Discipline number 1. Okay. Next time yellow card. Team में करो. Which penalty? Strong. No call. Thurstan number 4.
Boys being boys there, Abdullah. And of course getting themselves told off by the referee.
First no call.
Yes, didn't mince her words, what she's expecting from both teams. Scrum for Thurstan.
By timing. Crowd.
Glum look on the face of the coach of Thurstan College.
Set. Steady. Number 8.
But now the visitors will have an opportunity to attack from inside their opponent's half. Everything seems to be quite static and lethargic by Thurstan College.
This is far too slow and passive by Thurstan. They just cannot afford to take so much time to launch an attack from the breakdown. Royal defense, as you can see, giving them ample time to realign. Again, very slow and static.
They're taking forever to just play the pick and goes as well, and that surely isn't helping their cause. Royal College trying to disrupt, but as you rightly said, Abdullah, Royal are fanning out in defense. No one's really at the breakdown on the floor. Couple of knock-ons coming on that occasion. Again, horrible play by Esit Veeraratna, their fly half.
Yeah, the problem is it's all very static ball and it has no forward momentum, isn't it, for your fly half to run onto the ball. Just again, just no options.
Royal number 1.
Just throwing the ball in hope rather than with any conviction. As Royal coach Shant Luke bringing in the changes. It's Yatavara who has been replaced by I think it's Amara Singha. Or is it Mausuf? I think it's Mausuf, yes. So So Royal three quarters. On the go again, Didula Jayasuriya. Off that left foot. His other partner in crime today, Pereira. That's a really good counter ruck by Thurstan, but Royal managed to hold on to possession. Jayasuriya. Again, quick ball. Patirana, who has made himself onto the field, and Jayasuriya needs to stay in play as well. Mausu taking the ball up. Patirana, fresh legs. Pereira to Jayasuriya. Royal just attacking in waves here.
Advantage offside.
Referee says advantage offside, but not sure Royal will need that. Patirana slings the long wide pass, but it's just far too loopy, so there was no advantage. Referee will come back for the advantage. Fernando takes the quick tap, but referee says it was not the correct mark.
Number 2.
Scrum has been called by the Royal College skipper. Well, they've been sublime.
Thurstan, number 10.
Few things to work on, of course, for the Royalists. As changes come in for both teams, Nazir finds himself going off after 62 minute shift. Quite a few positional shifts in the scrum. As you know, they are playing with the under 18 rules. Now Patirana goes around side. Jayasuriya draws and passes, and that's Pereira finishing off yet another Amana Bank try. And by the looks of it, he's got himself a bit winded by that dive. But well, elated are the Royal faithful and other players.
Yes, a really well executed play by the Royalists. Again, Didula Jayasuriya entering the line at so much pace, drawing the defense towards him, and just floating that pass out to his winger Pereira to put the finishing touches. So don't think the conversion was not taken, rather.
.74 points, 63 minutes. Going to the 64th minute here at the Royal Complex. Well, the home team, they have made easy work out of their opponents. Hamid puts in a deep restart. Safe as a house was Pereira. Beg your pardon, that's Janidu rather. Now here's the big prop forward making good headway. Just left behind by Dharmaratna. Royal College still, however, secure position. Now here goes their back line. Unfortunately, the referee says that Patirana's pass was a bit forward.
Yes, I think the impact of the tackle resulted in that pass going forward. Let's have a look at that once again. Patirana in just delaying the pass a bit,
Crowd.
resulting in going forward. He tried to make the pass with the tackle.
Set. Steady.
So an opportunity for Thurstan to add something to the scoreboard. Kicking the ball out wide. It's a big hit by Royal at that.
There was no way that that ball was coming out legally. A blatant hand coming in, Abdullah, as we are running out of time and we need to select the Swiss Tech player of the match as well. The Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Abdullah. Who do you think put in the perfect performance? Was it Jayasuriya or was it Pereira?
Yes, well, Pereira has been very good when it comes to putting the finishing touches as any good wing three would have to do. But I just thought Romario today, Didula Jayasuriya in that full back position has added a lot of impetus to the line with his speed. Did some good finishing on himself, but also created a lot of opportunities for his team. We'll come back to that as Thurstan with an opportunity. Trying a driving line out, but Royal managing to foil that line out drive.
Question there, was Royal a bit too early to push that, but Thurstan somehow managed to secure position, Abdullah.
Yes, Royal seem to have got away with that one. Nonetheless, Thurstan yet have position, can make it count.
Advantage. Play on, play on.
Bit of confusion all round. Nonetheless, Thurstan told to play on. They have possession.
Again, high tackle number 19.
Gain ball recycled.
Still though, static and very slow ball coming out there for Thurstan, Abdullah.
Yes, in attack, Thurstan just don't seem to have many options. Now deciding go to the line. Once again, referee playing advantage.
Number 19.
It's number 19.
10 back.
I think it was Vijay Ratna penalized for the high tackle. So Thurstan with an opportunity to have the final say of this game. Royal would be determined to not concede. Good clean ball by Thurstan. And they managed to identify a bit of space on that short side. And they managed to get the final score. It's Sitija Jayatilaka who has put the finishing touches for Thurstan. And they will end this game with a consolation try. It's been a good effort. Sitija Jayatilaka gets Thurstan's second Amana Bank try to add a bit of respectability to the scoreline. You have to say, well deserved as well. I thought Sitija and their blind slide flanker, Ruchira, Kishan have been very good for Thurstan.
20 seconds.
So the conversion attempt not successful.
Game over.
And referee says that that's it for today. Royal emerging victorious, 74 points to 15. A good start for the Royal College team in this Dialog League campaign. On the whole, they look pretty sharp whenever they move the ball around. Few things to iron out yet, but considering that it was an experimental lineup, I think Coach Dushant Luke will be pretty pleased with how things eventuated. Players who we wanted to probably have a look in different positions did pay off. And I think it's something for them to build on going into the rest of the season.
Indeed, I think Royal College will be quite pleased with their performance. Few things to work on, as you always do. But overall, a performance that would no doubt please the coaching staff. 74 points to 15 reads the full-time score here at the Royal Complex. And it's the home team who run away with a handsome win. Well, we have the highlights coming up, and it was Patirana who scored the first try in the second half, and then on it was the Royal College three-quarters who brought about the game. And Didula Jayasuriya, the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match. He had a near perfect outing, putting on some good footwork, showing good hands, good skills, bringing out every trick in his armory. The offloads as well. And it was Pereira, the other player, who was equally impressive, who scored try after try and made easy work out of their opponents. Farooq distributed well, and he too would have enjoyed himself in the middle with the likes of Moideen, Patirana and Jayasuriya. And this was the last bit of action, as the try was scored by Sitija Jayatilaka for Thurstan College, as the game was brought to an end. 12 tries to 2, 7 conversions to 1, and a solitary penalty for Thurstan College. 74 points, 74 commanding points. Abdullah, and you have a smile on your face.
Yes, a lot to be pleased about for this first effort by Royal in this Dialog Schools League tournament. But there'll no doubt be much tougher challenges ahead, and they'll definitely need to brush up on some things. But I think the game time which some of the fringe players benefited from this outing will definitely hold the entire squad in good stead as this season progresses.
Indeed, Didula Jayasuriya, the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, as Royal College are runaway victors here in the first game of their Dialog Schools Rugby League campaign for the year 2025. Thurstan College, on the other hand, will have plenty to work on, as we see the fixtures, the remaining fixtures which come up, Abdullah, tomorrow. Well, the pick of the lot would be St. Thomas's playing Kingswood, but we also have St. Peter's hosting St. Anthony's, Science College playing Wesley College at Havelock Park. That too will be quite an eye-gouging fixture. Vidyartha host St. Joseph's, and it is Isipatana playing Mahanama. That will come up on Sunday. And with that, well, we bring an end to this telecast. Thank you for joining us on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, The Papare. I am Romario De Silva signing off with Abdullah Yusuf alongside our technical and production crew. And until we see you again tomorrow, it's thank you and goodbye.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, The Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
It's been the Sri Lankaවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව The Papare සමග.
Welcome back to The Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from The Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. තමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, Get, spray, go.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Saratama enjoy kerana the party yang kena go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. You think it go ekak. Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැමසිතක්ම පිබිදේ, රස lemon රසයේ, ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chilven lemon.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැඳා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් බබේ
හික්කක බදේ හොටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක.
චමරි අක්කා. ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කට සිත බැන්දා තේරේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දබේ හිටක බදේ වටේ හොට ස්පයිසි කෙස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising.
No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාශීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Are you okay? Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superbond for tiling. Tokyo Superbond. Do it right the first time.